Hello everybody, I am Giuliano from Cranio and I'm here today to show you something about our new Essenspiel 2017 release, A Tale of Pirates. A Tale of Pirates is a cooperative game. Players are members of a pirate crew who work together to try to guide this beautiful ship through several challenges. The game is in real time and it is driven by an app. The tale is divided into 10 different chapters, and the components you need to play each chapters are sealed into 10 different envelopes, and you might open one only when you have successfully concluded the previous one. Today I want to show you the main mechanics of the gameplay. Each chapter has a certain amount of rounds to be completed, and every round lasts a certain amount of time. The app tells you everything you need to know to prepare the chapter: the background story, the setup for the components where you can read the rules for each component, the setup of the ship and of the boards, and when you are ready, it becomes the round timer. The basic components to play have been already displayed on the table. The core of the game is Ellen, a huge 3D punchboard ship placed at the center of a circular bird. The ship gets stuck at the center in a very clever way. There are wooden corks that indicate damaged action space, meaning action space that you cannot use. A supply of damage token to indicate the damage you deal to your enemies. 4 wooden discs. They are the cannonballs you shoot to your enemies. A customized dice you have to roll each time you shoot. Finally, Ellen has got life points. If you lose all your life points during a chapter, game over. The board is divided into 6 sectors, indicated by directions. Before each round, the app tells you which cards you have to shuffle and place there. The ship is divided into 7 areas, indicated by ropes on the desks. These are the basic actions the player can perform. In each area there can be 1 or 2 holes. There are the action spaces. Like every classic worker placement game, players will place their workers in the action spaces to perform the actions. However, since this game is in real time, the workers are not simple meeples, but centimers. Every player owns a colored centimer and they flip them into the action spaces to perform the correspondent actions. You have to apply one golden rule. When you have placed it, you can perform the action only when the centimer is over. Then you must choose another area to perform another action. As you can imagine, while the round timer is going on, you have a time limitation to the number of actions you can do in a round. It is clear that if you are really fast in deciding what to do and in performing your actions when it is time to, you can be able to perform more actions. The team coordination is so important because all the actions are strictly connected between them and between what is going on during the round. Let's take a closer look to the actions one by one. With this action, you move the sail up or down by 1 step. The sail position indicates the speed of the ship. There are 4 different speeds, from 0 to 3. With this action, you move the ship around the board. This action is influenced by your current speed. At speed 0 or 3, you cannot move. At speed 1, you can move the ship up to 2 sectors. At speed 2 instead, you can move only by 1 sector. At the end of your movement, you must reveal all the cards in the sector you are pointing at. This is the fastest way to see what is around you. With this action, you can reveal only one card in any sector of your choice around the board. For example, this one on the back. So the lookout helps you in discovering new cards. This action makes you remove a cork from a damaged action space. This is very useful because you might want to have more free spaces to place your send timers, but also because if you have too much damage on board, you will start to lose life points. Here begins the funniest part of the game. With this action, you load 2 cannonballs in 2 cannons action space. And you can choose where, because there are 2 cannons action space on both sides of the ship. With this action, you shoot at your enemies. The action is divided into 3 steps. First of all, you must discard a cannonball from the action space you are using. If there is not a cannonball, you cannot shoot. Then you must choose a target. It is time to introduce another mechanics of the game. Each area of the ship is connected to the sector it is currently facing, so your target must be in the sector in front of your cannons. Finally, you roll the die and apply the result. If you roll 1 damage, you place 1 damage token on the card. If you roll 2 damage, you will place 2 damage tokens on the card, and of course there can be enemy cards with more life points. If you roll a broken cannon, you broke your cannon, so you must place a cork in the same action space where you are. Now your cannon is damaged. This was a quick overview of A Tale of Pirates gameplay. Thanks for watching and see you in Essen.